want to invite you guys to Under the Garage. Look, I'm in Houston. I want to invite you guys to Under the Garage. I'm here visiting my boy here, Don. You know, Jose Lodge in the house. So look, if y'all could be here right now, y'all, this conversation is just freaking unreal. But look, I'm gonna bring you on in. You're gonna watch the topic for the day. Houston, we have a problem. So we was talking about the heavens and thunder and all that stuff. So today's question is, where does thunder come from? What was the question?
Why does thunder echo?
Why does thunder echo? Yeah, baby. Why does thunder echo? And we're going to get into this conversation because between these two, I had a problem. I really had a problem. So I'm in Houston. I'm enjoying the fellowship. We're up under the garage. No, we didn't want to go in the house. We want to bring it to the garage where some real talk can take place. Because where does thunder come from?
There we go, right there.
I hear the thunder, brother. Look, all I'm asking that when it starts to
why you think they call it rolling thunder?
The rolling thunder. That's a gospel song.
Rolling thunder.
Jesus. But anyway, I got two prolific Masons in the house today, and I'm just glad to be in Houston, enjoying the fellowship, and yeah. So I can't see everybody's comment right now, but definitely, where does thunder come from?
It ain't where it comes from. Why does it echo?
Why does thunder echo? Because I keep saying where it comes from. Why does thunder echo? All right, I'm listening. Go ahead, break that down.
Well, basically, long story short, when you look at every holy book, when you look at ancient civilizations.
Look, I'm in Houston. I want to invite you guys to Under the Garage. I'm here visiting my boy here, Don. You know, Jose Lodge in the house. So look, if y'all could be here right now, y'all, this conversation is just freaking unreal. But look, I'm gonna bring you on in. You're gonna watch the topic for the day. Houston, we have a problem. So we was talking about the heavens and thunder and all that stuff. So today's question is, where does thunder come from? What was the question?
Why does thunder echo?
Why does thunder echo? Yeah, baby. Why does thunder echo? And we're going to get into this conversation because between these two, I had a problem. I really had a problem. So I'm in Houston. I'm enjoying the fellowship. We're up under the garage. No, we didn't want to go in the house. We want to bring it to the garage where some real talk can take place. Because where does thunder come from?
There we go, right there.
I hear the thunder, brother. Look, all I'm asking that when it starts to
why you think they call it rolling thunder?
The rolling thunder. That's a gospel song.
Rolling thunder.
Jesus. But anyway, I got two prolific Masons in the house today, and I'm just glad to be in Houston, enjoying the fellowship, and yeah. So I can't see everybody's comment right now, but definitely, where does thunder come from?
It ain't where it comes from. Why does it echo?
Why does thunder echo? Because I keep saying where it comes from. Why does thunder echo? All right, I'm listening. Go ahead, break that down.
Well, basically, long story short, when you look at every holy book, when you look at ancient civilizations, even Egypt, I can't remember what's that girl name in the Egyptian lore. That's
Nut. Yeah.
Nut is the firmament.
You know that didn't sound funny. You said nut.
That's right. But Nut is the firmament.
Okay.
Nut is the dome that covers this greenhouse that we live in called Earth, bro.
Okay.
And most people would hear that, they like, oh, this must be one of the flat Earth motherfuckers. No, this ain't got nothing to do with it. You can go in your Bible. You can go in your Bible. You can go into Egypt. You can go look anywhere and you can see the firmament. Yeah, Manly P. Hall's book, Secret Teachings of All the Ages. What is that man doing? He's peeping out the firmament. You feel me? So, is the firmament real? If it's real, that means we live in a kaleidoscope.
Hey, break down the kaleidoscope. That's
a kaleidoscope is basically you look in it and you spin it.
Oh yeah,
and everything is spinning. But I'm stationary.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and it all spins, but it either goes in focus or it comes out of focus. So it as you spin it, it's either getting big to you or it's getting smaller to you.
Okay.
So
okay.
When you when you're looking at it, it's a way of tricking the mind.
Okay.
Like so, you see those pinwheels,
right?
Now this time. Turn this mic up. This thing was cut. Now my earphones, earbuds just cut on for whatever, with whatever. But when it come down to the earth, man, you got to. Once you say it's not a globe, you have to choose that it's something else. Or create something else in your mind that it is. Because if it's not that, then what is it? But with flat Earth, people don't never. They just go by the
Right,
Spin,
right.
you blow them. And they spin,
Right, got it.
and colors come out. The color's either going to be large, you're going to see the color coming out small.
Okay.
But with that, there's always that it never
Oh.
ends.
Have you ever seen this map?
Yes, I have.
Now here's where it gets interesting. This, where they use that term prison planet,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
this is the world that we know. This is the North Pole and South Pole.
North Pole,
This
South
is
Pole.
us here. Now this is why those 53 countries have an agreement.
Right.
Because Admiral Byrd, he went here.
He went to the North Pole.
No. This is past the North Pole.
Yeah.
Oh, he went past the North
He
Pole.
went past the North Pole. Went on TV, spoke about it, then he died.
Okay, so what did he say was past the North Pole? Some giants and some shit?
No.
No.
He said
It was
what he
land
said
just
was
like this.
yeah. What he said was
It's
There's
extra land,
extra
unexplored.
land.
That's the size of the United States of America.
Yeah.
And this is all facts. This ain't no theories.
Really?
It was called Operation High Jump.
Mm-hmm.
They literally
So
took
they said the North Pole was it.
Right.
There was nothing beyond the North Pole.
They went to the North Pole, no, the South Pole.
Uh-huh.
They did both. And he went from the most southernest point, flew to some new land.
Yeah.
What's up with this mic, man? My mic probably going in and out like crazy, bro. Like, I mean, real messed up. Ain't no telling.
You subscribe to my channel? And I'm subscribed to
Yeah, go to the channel. I gotta see what they saying. Y'all saying something I can't even see. I'm just trying. Look. I was like, go. I need to see what's in the chat. Because they guys are off the chain tonight.
But they've been, now think about it. When you look at, what do you call it? Luciferian principles. Mm-hmm. Luciferian principles say that I can't do nothing without you seeing what I'm doing. They show this, and you might ask, well, who showed me some shit like this? You ever seen Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Remember how the Germans got to them?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see what I'm saying?
They was hid.
Where were they?
They was hid on an island.
But they remember they had to penetrate some shit
right.
They got there. Admiral Byrd had to penetrate the poles before he.
Oh, microphone tripping. Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Oh, snap.
Do you see what?
They doing it on purpose, bro. They doing it on somebody doing it. Like that's not me, or it's not an error or something. It's like somebody turning it up and down. What that's all about, I don't know, man. It's crazy. See it stop now. All right.
See what I'm saying?
You think that's what the one?
All right, man. Shit.
Well, no, they've always said even under.
Shit.
Even under the Arctic, when they go to the Arctic, only certain groups of people are allowed to go into the Arctic. Into
you can't just go there. Think about that.
From who?
From the government.
From the government.
Which government?
From the world government.
From the world government.
Right.
Oh, okay.
All the 53 countries that got the treaty up there. That's 53 countries that has a treaty. Think about it. America has never fucking held to no treaty.
See, that's why I say dude playing silly. He playing like he don't know. The one in the middle. All three of them possibly. Yeah, I mean, really. Because the Freemasons is the ones who's eligible to go to the Arctic. That's right. Antarctica. Absolutely. See this thing about to start tripping again. There was somebody intentionally doing that shit, man. I'm telling you. I'm thoroughly convinced of that. That's crazy. People ain't got nothing better to do with their life than fuck with others who trying to just do something consistent. Something valid. What you got to offer?
But this is the only treaty ever held fast to.
That's true. That's true. America has never really held to all their treaties.
But this one, go up there.
So you mean to tell me that America got treaties with 50 other countries saying, look, you don't go past this point unless we all go together and some shit.
And those that go, they can't go past a certain point. You can only go like to certain areas. You can't go where Admiral Byrd went. Like I give an example right now. Let's say we meet with Kanye. Kanye is a billionaire, and I say, hey Kanye, I want to fly to the North Pole with some airplanes. Gas those airplanes up and fly north. You see what I'm saying? Uh-huh. And have everything in place to do that. We cannot do that.
Oh, snap. Okay.
So, have we even seen the whole world? No.
I don't think, now, I can agree with that. I don't think we've seen the whole world either. I think we've seen just what we've been, period.
Right.
And I don't think we've explored the whole continent of Africa either, especially dealing with the.
Well, they're not going to let you explore the whole continent of Africa because the continent of Africa is just like the North Pole, it's just like the Arctic. It's been split up, into parts, and everybody has a part of Africa.
Yeah, the colonizers do have a part of Africa.
Everybody got a part of Africa.
Everybody but the people that live there.
Yeah.
That's true. Everybody got a part of Africa, but those who live there.
Yeah.
For a certain,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That reminds me of the island that I think that's the same island that you were speaking of that nobody can really go visit. They fly over it, but these people have no.
They haven't
had contact with other human beings, but they're on the island.
It's their island.
Yeah.
Right. It's their island.
It's the only undisturbed place.
And they're protected. Only two people have gone. One person actually was able to step foot on the island.
Did they make it back?
No.
Because I think they end up eating somebody.
The second guy, they just stopped him at the ocean. And it was like, nah, you can't come here. The government says not to go there.
Oh, but a lot of these questions we got to start asking, bro, some real shit. Like when you look at Mali,
right?
When you look at Mali and the Dogon, the question we really got to ask ourselves is, how did they know about Pluto, Sirius B, and all these ancient star systems? NASA got the information from them,
right? Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So there's like when it comes to history, ancient.
You hear what he's saying? He said NASA got their information from them. This guy is a higher degree Mason than him. That's real talk. The guy in the middle is a higher degree Mason than the guy in the brown shirt, the young guy. He just playing like he don't know. He playing Mr. I don't know. That's all it is. So I mean, they admitting, if you're hearing what I'm saying, why everybody say all of this and that about Freemasons, it sounds to me like everybody got their own opinion, and knowledge is coming out because of something called the internet. And people visiting places and cultures that still carry on those traditions. And them finding that knowledge worthy and passing it down. It's just that simple. It's just that simple, man. That ain't the same size. That ain't the same size anyway, though. But
history in particular, you don't know.
Right.
Like there
I'm
is
drawing right now.
a place that we can't quite understand. And to be honest, I think when it comes to what we call ancestors, bro,
always drawing.
There is a reason that those pyramids line up perfectly with Orion's.
Right.
Okay. We have to start really like.
And guess what that reason is, guys? 45 degrees. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can be that cocky and say that now like that. Literally, what people have been saying this whole time, but ain't nobody. The crazy thing, you have never heard people pointing out the fact that 45 degrees got anything to deal with it. You hear people say Orion's belt, you hear people talk about Osiris, but you ain't ever heard people say 45 degrees. But look into it literally, and it's 10:45. So yeah, it's a sign, synchronicity, if you want to call it that. 45 degrees, man. It's right. It's what I literally been drawing out is that's what I'm saying. It's a crystal from the side and from the top, from the bottom. It'll all look the same. Everything, literally. If you got on the side of this one right here and got on top, literally what that is that right there. Four corners. It's the four corners of the earth. Okay. And then you got something called the heart. The heart and the earth. What's the heart? The heart is that right there, 0909. That's the center of it, the quad. Just like we got four chambers in our heart, four chambers in the heart, four corners of the earth, four corners of the heart, four corners of the heart. Um, 0990, the negative and positive, positive and negative of end and and beginning. Um, the continuum of that 4.5 is the present. Like a lot of people say, you're supposed to focus on the present. It's all three that matter, is what I tell people: the past, the present, and the future. That's what I always tell people. People, of course, gonna do they and think they own thing. I'm just showing you what the facts are. All of the facts is right here, literally for people to see, man. I've been showing this over and over. Of course, I'm gonna be redundant in 445 degrees. You ain't never heard nobody point that out. When it comes to something that's consistent, when you get the fact of what I'm saying is, okay, so what? This look like that from the side, and when you get on top, okay, it's other shapes, and it ain't like that, bro. What I'm saying is, this is something you can't do with any other shape, any other con- consistency of mathematics slash arithmetic. You can't do this. Any fractal, you can't do this. Exact. This is a mathematical. That one is mathematical. The doubling essence of it going up. Everything doubling upward. Okay, that's showing the. This is dealing more with the human body, the chakras. Um, that says Earth right there because that's the heart. If you realize where the heart is at, it has 432, which is the universal. Universal is dealing with something that's wide ranging and acceptable everywhere. Universal, like a universal remote. 432 hertz is the universal. The rhythm of the earth is 7.83. People be getting that wrong, man. So 7.83 hertz is actually the frequency of the earth. 432 hertz is the frequency of the universe, right? So that's what I'm saying with the great architect of the universe. With the great architect of the universe, when you look at any of their work that they have, them Freemasons, any of them, it got a guide with some compasses open with 45-degree measurement to it. It's just the inversion. Basically just like the sun and moon is right there, to be the all-seeing eye up there in the center. It's nothing negative that I'm pointing out. I'm just pointing out the it's said that the micro is supposed to reflect with any type of cosmology. It's only going to be correct if the micro is reflecting the macro. Okay, the grand of the universe. Okay, and that's exactly what my work is doing. Everything is based on, with the square grid. That's what everything to a precision. And when we think about the square grid, what's beyond that? That beyond that, in 3 dimension, that's a cube. Well, that's what bees use. That's why they do what they do. It turns out they do what they do because of the essence of a cube, not really a hexagon, but a cube. You know, so. But you know, this ain't just squares and just numbers, just drawing. Just you might think that, but especially these right here, these is.
Exploring, like, are those portals?
Right.
Because where the fuck did they go?
Right. But
Where did
not
they
only
go?
that, but those the new pyramids. So not only Africa, but here in the States, in the Grand Canyon.
Oh my God. Oh
we
my
can't,
God.
we can't go there.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and now even
Finna
in
mess
the
up the
Arctic,
order
there's
of my stuff.
the blue pyramid, which is supposed to be the largest pyramid.
Wait. There's a blue pyramid.
Blue pyramid. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. In the Arctic, that they're saying no, you can't go there either.
Right.
But see, now that I think this is my thought. I think now that the Earth is coming back to its own.
Right.
You know, because you can't. Before there was not ice everywhere.
No.
You know,
No.
and you was able to travel across land.
Right.
You know, not
Listen,
ocean.
if you really want to get creepy, like on some real shit,
Okay.
our ocean is concrete evidence that there was a flood.
Right.
That water is remnant
Right.
Okay.
of the
flood.
Because think about
Here's
it.
what I do.
We know it was an ice age.
Right.
That water melted.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of this shit, the skies opened up.
No. we got knocked off axis. We done something.
You see what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying now, when you look at the ancient history, it gets wild because the ancient history, and this is in the Mesopotamian scrolls, bro, it says that what knocked us off was there was a
I don't know if I believe in the
between
ice age or
Lemurians,
not.
which were
To be
the
honest, I
Martians,
don't know.
and the Atlanteans.
know.
Yep.
They were playing with energy that we didn't.
Right.
You know, they were exploring, and it caused a crack in the firmament, all kinds of stuff. And they said that's how we got the Milky Way.
Right.
Because they had to patch that shit back up. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right,
and
right.
I know this sounds the same, but this is actually in the scrolls. This is where, and when you look at the message, and this is where.
So wait. So do the planets that we call Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, do they actually exist in the firmament?
Watch this. Saturn's what? The hot planet.
Okay.
Your low shock.
Sit down, man. So you still going in front of something. Nobody can see you. Okay, you standing up trying to explain the lower chakras and the higher chakras.
When you got your chakras, Saturn's the hottest. Saturn is your hot chakra. That's the fire.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So as you go up, those are your planets. You gotta what? You gotta travel through those planets in order to do what?
I'm listening. I gotta travel through the planets.
It's kind of ironic that people associate Saturn with fire and all of this because Saturn actually is a cold planet. That's what if you really want to get into the planetary aspect of it. That's how they, I don't know where the fire aspect comes from. Some people say Saturn was the old sun from ancient old sun and stuff. And of course, the sun is hot. But what's the polar opposite of a sun? A sun that's cold. People probably can't imagine that, but a sun that's cold, I don't know. I ain't saying that's what it is, but I'm just saying.
I'm listening.
It's crazy.
So to illuminate, to transform.
To illuminate. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm sitting between y'all two, and I'm like.
Now, where it gets interesting is a lot of people don't know this, bro. But when you look into the cosmos with a digital telescope, you see they basically have the cosmos programmed into the telescope.
Don't be doing that to me.
Yeah.
Look, back.
And it's like
Y'all hear that? Now, see, I ain't heard no flat earther bring that up yet, man. I ain't even heard a flat earther bring that up yet. to be honest. The programming of the planets and everything being in the telescope, wouldn't it make sense? I mean, look at the technology we got now. You can download apps and then point your phone at the sky and see everything. So I mean, what make people think that, that ain't possible? That's crazy. So I mean, people can be, getting duped into certain imagery, what they see. Because when you look up there, it's really like some type of water, some type of, for a lot of them. But it's really some type of energy signal. Some of them look like water waves. Some of them look electric, like it kind of look like stuff that you would see from visualization from Fruity Loops, or some type of Pro Tools, or some type of visualization of sound on one of them studio apps. As far as the frequencies and stuff like that, that's what a lot of the stars look like. Some of them literally look like water. Um, it's just something to think about as far as with the flat Earth aspect. When you look at look at Saturn, it's not really that's the one thing from it. It's out of all of the other planets and everything, like that's something that's solid, that you can see. It's consistent, uh, tilted, kind of like 45 degrees. You know what I mean? And it just happened to be the Saturn, the number or cube of Saturn is um, this magic square of Saturn, better to say, is 15, 15, 15, and 15, which add up to be 45. I ain't glorifying it, but I just feel like people, make a lot of stuff, what it is, and subscribe to it just because they've heard other people say it, to be honest. So.
Like, so you telling me when I call myself looking to a telescope, they got this shit already programmed into a telescope?
It's a digital telescope. Yeah. A digital telescope is no different than GPS. When you put it up, it sees, okay, this is the grid that they're on. Mm-hmm. Venus is right there. Yeah. So there's an image up there that gives you a tantalizing image of what Venus looks like.
Man, I'm really in the matrix. Y'all really got me.
If you take an analog telescope and look at Venus, it's gonna look like a body of water.
Right. Oh snap! Do they even make analog telescopes in there?
Yeah, you can go buy one.
Okay. So what about this thing called the moon then?
It depends. Some people will tell. What was that guy name? There was a professor. I can't think of his name, but in the 60s, it was the late 50s, early 60s. He did extensive research, and his findings came back that the moon is a hologram, and nobody will ever be able to go there. Yeah. And right after that, niggas was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we Wait a minute. Am I lying?
Wait a minute. You saying that this guy had done this research?
You can look him up. I can't think of his name, but there was a PhD scientist who he was like, he did extensive research.
Let's pull up my channel, because they going off in here. I think you stopped going on.
I just stopped.
Oh, you still going?
What's the name of it?
John G. Jones.
John G. Jones Research Lab.
You subscribe.
Yeah.
Man, y'all got me rocking, and it's telling me that the moon is a hologram.
That's what that man's research says. I don't know. I didn't do that research, but when you start looking at all the different types of research, it's a lot of shit out there, bro. It's a lot of shit out there. Now, the reality, did a man from Earth go to the moon?
Brother Lewis said, God, the planet, and your body. A great book on it that you can pick up.
That's cosmology.
Cosmology.
That's cosmology. That's cosmology.
Okay. Man, look, I don't know if I should stop by here today.
We're not gonna give you nothing.
I mean, because my thing was
Dude, stupid, man. Dude,
all this stuff has been researched.
But in all actuality, everything that we talking about right here, if you do the forensics,
dude said, I don't know about it.
Forensics. Okay. Christianity was literally created
I
to
don't
keep
know if I
us
should
away
have
from these
stopped by today.
conversations. Because when you reverse and you go back one step before Christianity, it was the Cathars. The Cathars were they were remnants of the Egyptians. They dealt with the sun. Mm-hmm. These were solar adepts.
Okay.
Now, anybody who's ever engaged in sun gazing, solar meditation, and other solar practices,
right.
This is what they got you away from. All the other spiritual practices, they represented power, bro.
All right.
Okay. And there's no power in religion. Bring me a pastor Bring me a pastor here. Give me a pastor right here, right now, that can change my reality, and I'll become a member of this church right now.
Well, I think each of us have the power to change our own.
Yeah, I can change your reality. Yeah. I can change your alternator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a mechanic, I can cut your hair and fade you up. But as a pastor,
I'm still
you
laughing
claim to
at
have
what
a
dude said
relationship
at
with
first. I
the
don't know if I
Almighty.
should have stopped by today.
I'm a mechanic. If you have a relationship with me, I can sit in the back seat and be like, shit. If this motherfucker break, that nigga got it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So as a pastor, I should look at you and be like, bro, you got God on you. Mm-hmm. I should be able to get that suitcase out the corner and be like, hey, bro, fill it up with bread.
Oh, okay.
Where is the spiritual? Now think about this. A shaman. If we got a shaman that stood him in here with us right now, and he offered us the ritual of ayahuasca, that nigga would be with a fucking vision.
Yeah.
What the pastor gonna do? I'm praying for you.
But you know what's funny? I'm so knowledgeable on them from being around them a little while, to where it's crazy because dude, the one who giving most of the information talking, that's in the brown shirt, it's so funny and odd, hearing the middle one not say too much. He doing all of the questioning and saying stuff that's funny. Like, I don't know if I should have stopped by here today. Wanting to keep secrets and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or act like something is secret at least. It's just hilarious, man, because he'll act like that, and then next thing you know, he talking about it. As if he it's just so crazy, Like, man, like, cause it's crazy, bro. I be messing with a lot of these Freemasons, man, to be real, man. I ain't caught up in my feelings and stuff, man, about certain stuff, dude. It's certain stuff y'all say about them and everything. Y'all ain't proved none of that. Y'all ain't caught. I ain't caught one person on camera. Y'all call these people the P word and stuff. I'm gonna refrain from saying that. Y'all ain't caught them on camera doing nothing. And if it was that prevalent, somebody would have some on camera, some type of evidence, since y'all talk about everything else being evidence. It ain't that much secrecy in the dang on world. And I ain't saying that there's no negativity that goes on or corruptness, because there's corruptness that go on with anything, man. Period. That's just a fact. Especially any type of group and humans having free will and power systems. Of course, that's prone. It's all about filtering, man. And all I'm saying is, I'm gonna work with the people who comprehend what my drift is at the end of the day. Whether people want to or like that or not, whether people want to question certain stuff or not, I don't care. I don't care what nobody got a question. To be quite, I'd be trying to not act ignorant, and say certain stuff, man. Cause I'm like a rolling snowball, man. Once I start, it just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it don't stop, man. And I don't think I'm nobody. I'm just me. But that's just real funny, man. It's hilarious, dude. Uh, let me let these dudes talk.
Man, how does he spiritually change my reality?
Right,
Right,
right.
right.
Know
See,
more
bro,
than
people will start-
everybody.
right, he
To
does.
be real.
And they like, man, there's no spiritual return on investment
Right.
going into the church.
There is. There really is.
So look,
and this is why I got out of church myself. I told you the story.
Ba, 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 ba.
Some kept telling
Yeah,
me
he's a former pastor.
That's a
out here.
smart dude.
He's a former minister.
That dude in the middle, he acting, but he a smart dude. He a real smart dude. I can tell people that now. He, everybody, got their own field of really, their own personal field. I realize of, expertise when it comes to knowledge. I'll say it seems like, and some people they just, for whatever reason, they just are void of it. They don't have it like others, and that's not to be funny. It's just some people is physical learners. I realize some people learn physically, better than other people. That's just how the game goes. But I'm just, for whatever reason, I realize a lot of people hate on me because I learn anything easy. It whatever it is, I'm something I'm like a sponge. I'm adaptive. Whatever I'm around, and whoever I'm around that do whatever, it turns out I don't be trying to, but quite often I'm not even being funny. I dealt with this with art teachers. I dealt with this with people wanting to come to me in class, telling me to help them with their art project instead of going to the art teacher. Literally, and the art teacher having to tell them to stop and getting mad at me because I wouldn't say nothing, and making it a big issue with me because I wasn't asking them to come to me. But that's just one instance. But people get mad because of that, man. When you come around and you can do stuff just as good, or if not better than they can. Um, and they feel like, just because they've been doing something longer than you, that they better than you or something at something, or they more wiser than you. But, look at how long all of us been here on this earth. Just because a few of y'all older than me don't mean nothing. We all really the same generation, because by the time we die, thousands of years from now, they're gonna look at us like we was all part of the same generation. All of this shit is fractal. We really ain't that much older than each other. We really just all living in the same light. We under the same sun, bro. So all of that, age and everything is really an illusion, especially with us, in the age. If you living under the same light, that's all that matter. And we all living under the same light. You know,
Minister.
For
He's a
5
minister
years.
too. He was a minister too. Oh my
For
goodness.
5 years, he kept saying, "Hey,
that being
on some real
said,
shit,
it
though.
don't matter. It don't matter what your age is. Age ain't what get you respect. It don't matter how long you've been doing something. That ain't what get you respect. It's how dang on good you doing and how hard you pressing it. That's what really matter. It ain't nothing else that matter beyond that. I love doing what I do. That's why you see me pressing what I do. I ain't gonna stop pressing what I do. Because it's factual. Ain't nobody else did it. Can't nobody else show me on earth where nobody done pointed out or drew what I done did, said what I done said. Who been saying that the pyramids line up with Orion's belt at 45 degrees specifically, and put emphasis on 45 degrees, and then had this science to show and prove why? Because I could show people real quick and explain to them why. Any geologist, anybody with some type of gnosis, but you know what the heck they gonna think? They gonna I gotta stay on the low. I gotta stay on the low. Literally, that's how you gotta move. That's why a lot of y'all don't get like how I move. I gotta move on the low. I can't be saying nothing about no earth being flat like that here once I start putting my stuff like it, out like that. It's right in front of people's face. Once I get done with it, it's gonna be right there in front of people's face. If you can't comprehend it, what's being shown to you from right there, it's an issue, to be honest. Cause it ain't my job to tell people certain things. Um, when I'm illustrating it right in front of people, I can't move and be saying, all of this moving for the flat Earth, and just with no strategy and all of this type of crap. I can't be doing all of that, man. I ain't gonna be sitting up saying the globe is a globe, without 100% proof. I just seen that with the Nazca lines, and it just makes sense, and I pointed that out. And you live and you learn, and I'm just, as I continue to work on my stuff and everything, and continue to dream, meditate, and do everything like I do, more information continue to come to me, and I get stuff confirmed. And at the end of the day, what I'm seeing is leaning more toward, of course, what I was originating on anyway, a level Earth. Okay. And with that being said, the level that we on, being the Earth right there, the heart area, green, the heart area, which is literally what we is. All we know is water that go deep down below, and we know that for a fact. No flat earther wants to talk about what is we on top of. We got to be on top of something. If we stationary, what we on top of. When we're talking about all of these rings and stuff like that, you can't prove none of that. What we can prove is that it's seismic activity, radio wave. We can use seismic activity to look and make maps of the platform that is under the water, such as the Marianas Trench and stuff like that. That can be this is stuff that I feel like really is important when it come down to flat Earth. That I feel like that's why I did what I did with that right there. A lot of the ancestors actually talked about another sector of water that was underneath the Earth, and that's what mine is showing right there with the area with the blue right above it. Before you get, but like what they said about Walter Russell, if you actually look into Walter Russell's work, his cosmology and everything looks exactly a lot like mine. It just ain't the same mathematics that I'm showing. Besides the fact that he got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. That happens within my work as well. That does. I can't pull one as an example right now because I don't feel like making a big mess. But yeah, it definitely does. His stuff mirrors mine. And, that's why I say to people, golly, bro, I don't need to be wasting that on the floor. Close one. Yeah, but that's why I don't. That's why I be saying my stuff is gonna be known for. Just like you see Leonardo da Vinci. They said with Walter Russell, Nikola Tesla. Y'all always talk about 3, 6, and 9, and this and that. Well, Nikola Tesla was who was pushing that. Okay, that's a fact, right? That's who was pushing that. I ain't saying he created that or knew about that first, because it was ancestors before him that knew of that 3, 6, and 9 knowledge. That's a fact. Indians, example right there. But the fact is, Nikola Tesla complimented Walter Russell on his work and said that this is something that needs to be put away for thousands of years because they ain't ready for it. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all with my stuff right now. But I'm giving it to y'all right now, and y'all denying it, bro. I shouldn't have to do none of this that I'm doing just for y'all to comprehend or look into what I'm saying. It shouldn't take nothing. I shouldn't have to show my face. I shouldn't. That ain't got shit to do with shit. What you see is what you see, and what I've been giving you is the truth, and that's all that matter. That's all that matter. These guys right here that's telling the truth right here, and him right there that's asking the questions, for the sake of it, like I say, he's just doing this thing. What I'm gonna hate on somebody or have a problem with somebody for? Everybody got their own groove and what they know actually. This dude that's right here is actually telling information that I ain't even heard flat earthers bring up about a telescope, syncing with what I was saying about the kaleidoscope. Actually, I ain't heard another flat earther bring up a kaleidoscope. That's me who brought this up. So if any flat earthers start talking about kaleidoscopes, guess who brought that up? Your boy right here. Guess who started that? Me, right there. Guess who started the crate challenge? Me, with this right. It's all right there, bro. It's right there. It's right there, literally, man. Anybody denying that is a fool. If you're in denial, that's why I keep on telling y'all. I told y'all when it happened with what happened in the sky, the Saturn and Jupiter alignment, 4, 5, and 1, with Mercury being the first planet in the center. 4, 5, and 1 is right there in the center, near point. That's the conjunction right there. It looks just like that. It's all right here, man. Ain't nobody ever did this. This is a measurement tool, man. That's what y'all ain't realizing. This is a tool. This is a measurement tool. This is a tool of measurement. What is it? What is geometry, man? Geometry. Y'all got to wake up, bro. I'm telling you, man. Y'all got to wake up, bro. Y'all got to wake up, man. Golly, bro. Dang, bro. Y'all got to wake up. Y'all think y'all woke, bro. But like Nikola Tesla said, the fact that mine syncs with Walter Russell's and it's taking Walter Russell's now. I ain't saying it's better than it, but mine syncs with Mandelbrot, the Mandelbrot set. That's a fact. That right there is just like the Mandelbrot set. You can draw this however big or small that you want it. That grid right there, that particular grid, 5x4 or 4-sided with 5 going all around it, that particular grid right there, the mathematics that happens with that lattice right there that I made myself and made that X right there to create that cross. Nope. It doesn't work with anything else. That's why the Nazca lines is what it is. It won't work with anything else. If you don't use that particular layout, you ain't gonna be able to get it on top and line up like it's supposed to be. It's just a fact. I've proved all of this stuff. But I got something coming, bro. I ain't playing.
They like, damn, they not with the church no more. They some heathens. They don't on some real shit. My morality since leaving the church has increased tenfold.
Exactly. Yeah.
My relationship with the Creator has increased tenfold. Exactly. You know why? Because I don't have a scapegoat no more.
Man. That's why I put this.
Bro, you are yours. You are that. You are.
Before, let's say I was on
falling out of my ears,
and I was like, hey, you know what? Some chick right there with a fat ass. And I'm married, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna beat it up. What I'm gonna say afterwards?
What of those?
Man, Jesus died for that.
Right. Same thing you do.
Right. I got a scapegoat. Right. We gonna pray. Hey, baby. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, the way I am now,
right.
When I see that temptation,
yeah,
I'm like, you know what? That's some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I could play it out in my mind. Be like, damn, you know what? I got game. I can pull her. I can do this. I can do that. But you start thinking about the chaos and destruction that's going to cause.
Yeah.
Not really.
A conscious man.
Not really.
Be like,
because you wait.
You know the chaos.
Hold on.
You can play the whole. So you can.
Hold on. Back up.
No. Hold on. You can play the whole story out.
No.
Look for down word for word.
Most people who do whatever they do, have already played it out.
That's what I'm saying. You can
play it out. Think about it.
They're not concerned about the chaos. They've already
what
played
we
it out.
trying to tell you is we don't have a scapegoat.
We don't have a scapegoat.
Okay, I can agree with that.
So most people have played it out. Now that at the end of that play, there's a second part. Your reaction to what you have played out.
Now let's break it down even further.
Go on.
In the church. When I make bad decisions, it's easy. It's easy, bro. Lord, I'm sorry. All right. You know what I'm saying? But you still did it. And you like, and the wife bring it up, hey, man, I went before God. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that was proven on TV.
What? You know what I'm saying? But now
with Jimmy Stewart.
But now we're not
right on TV.
Right.
I'm sorry.
But look at us.
I'm sorry. I picked up that
back in the pulpit, doing the same shit over and over again, bro. Abusive relationship type shit. But think about it. As a man, right now, with no scapegoat, that realize that relationship, that relationship is between me and whoever God is.
Yep.
Because think about it, bro. If you put names on something that you don't know, that's insane, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know who God is.
But that's why for me, I'm gonna tell you for me.
That's what I'm drawing right here. See that? That's that from the top view. That's that. Look at how that chakra up there has purple like that. You see how it's weird? I just realized that a couple of days ago. It's kind of shaped like that, but that ain't what I was going for. I drew small stones because that's aimed to look more like the Great Pyramid right there. That's what that was looking like at that time. That was the idea. That shows you what the original idea aspect of the Great Pyramid is. You see how the small stones is going and they growing, just like a regular pyramid, like the Great Pyramid. It's just 45 degrees basically. No creativity really there. When I had realized actually, after that was years ago, that was in 2018, or when was that? It couldn't have been 2018, or it might have been. I can't even remember. All I've been doing is grinding. It was 18 or 19. That's all I know, because I know darn sure it wasn't 2017. But anyway, I think it was 19. It's either I 8. I wasn't on the fractal essence at that time like that. I was not on it at that time. Once I started drawing out that fractal essence of it, it was even past this stage. I still wasn't on that fractal essence of it. I was growing into it at that time. I was seeing and realized the clone aspect. I realized that. But then once I got onto that fractal essence, I took this right here and it's turning into the things that I'm building to this day. Every last one of them is a huge, it's like a nation, and it's creating a huge or a world actually, or a universe actually, man. And every one of them coming together to make this big old picture. And the picture gonna be me, the creator. And if I continued that pattern, the one on the other side would be my sweetheart. That's what it would be. It would be my sweetheart. I would put her on the other side. Because it's gonna be my face on one side, but it'll be her on the other side. That'll be if, and you know what I'm saying, but who knows what the future may bring. On the other side, I was thinking about Nazca designs as well. That's what I was thinking too. That was the big thing I was toggling about. But the number, of course, I'm still gonna have a number there. I'm gonna have 0. I'm definitely having 0 there. Thing is, with 0 is the womanly number. So with me putting a man in the background, it is kind of even. I always wanted that to be a female too. I wanted to turn it to a female because it's kind of odd just having but it ain't even no real drawing or nothing. It's just. I mean, it's or the outline at least. It ain't nothing spectacular. It was just showing what the generic would be. Yeah.
I don't. As I've grown, as I've matured, I stopped giving God a name.
Right.
Because I don't know God.
And then you also
got his name right there, y'all.
That's what I was saying. See, I agree with what he was saying, but it was funny that he pointed that out because I realized that too. I was looking at his shirt because he got his name right there. And it's funny that this one over here, he like the moon. He real quiet. He ain't really saying nothing like that. He real quiet with how he moved. This dude over here in the center right here, he got it right on his shirt with God, so-called a God's name. It says enough about him that he wearing that shirt. Something going on there. Don't that only make sense, brother? You know, it only makes sense.
See, here we go. Here we go.
Hey,
Here we go.
hey,
See, you messing with me now. Look, okay, so let's have that conversation just for a second. Go ahead and say what you're gonna say, cause I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead and say what you're gonna say. Since I'm with God, yeah.
When it comes to our spiritual posture, well, first off, think about it. Calling somebody's I'll even come back further, bro. Our spirituality here in the United States ain't no different than chitlins and hog maws. That's some bold shit to say, bro. Our religion in the West is no different than chitlins and hog maws.
It's killing you.
Right. This is the do you know, bro, and I hate to say it, but it's real. The Black church is the only and last functional arm of antebellum slavery. Same system.
Oh, okay.
It's still
strong.
It's still strong.
Yep.
And energetically.
Yep.
Energetically, when our people walk into those motherfucking sanctuaries and they giving it up, DNA has history connected.
Right.
To it.
Yeah.
So there's a part of the black man, the black woman that are in the frequency of slave Jesus.
Yeah.
They slaves at that point, bro.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck where you go, how you do it, or when you do it. In that sanctuary, you are a slave. You didn't choose that religion. You don't know who Jesus is.
That religion chose your ass.
And historically, think about how trauma is passed down. Our ancestors, if they didn't accept that,
right,
they was getting the motherfuckers white lashes.
Yep. And see, this is why I was saying, every time I went, man, at least once a year, somebody like leave. I could be sitting, leave.
Even, bro, because
and it would get louder.
And the reason is people, because we know the Bible,
Yeah.
and they can feel that shit on us.
Yeah.
When we start talking to them, we know the scriptures and
Right.
we can vibe with them. And so they be like, "Oh man, you should come to our church."
Mm-hmm.
And the nice guy in us be like,
Yeah.
I'll go." But then you get in there, and you can just feel Max's energy in there. And I'm like, "Oh my God!" And I'm looking at my people to the left and to the right, and they doing this fucking
Right.
chitlin drizzle shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh my God, bro, I can't do this.
Can't do this. Gotta
I
go.
can't do this, bro."
Gotta go. And the longer I stay, the louder the voice got.
Right.
Leave.
Get out.
I said leave.
Right.
So who am I gonna
That's
listen
the real
to?
shit. That's why now I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
you should come. When I'm walking around here and I talk to people, be like, "Hey man, we'd love to have you at my church." I promise you, though.
You don't want me at your church.
You don't want me there. And the crazy part is, bro, they need this message. Like they need these messages, bro. You can teach, bro, from the scriptures. You can teach, but the Bible is an open secret, as we all know.
Yeah.
And an open secret is like leaving like a dentist leaving all his tools.
And that's where, see, they sitting up here being honest and giving information. People be ranking on Freemason. That's why I say, if you can't prove none of the other stuff, I can prove that it's Freemason saying right now. This ain't the first one. This ain't the first sector of Freemasons that I didn't heard. It's been a few of them that I didn't heard say that the earth flat from their perspective. So what's the dang on secret that they're keeping, really, man? That ain't, I mean, come on, man. What's the overall secret that they're keeping? Some of them will tell you it ain't. Well, I tell you it ain't. I tell you what. If you think it ain't, they ain't gonna. I don't like to call people out of their name like that no more. I be trying to stop doing stuff like that now. But of course, I already relayed this in the past. Y'all are running around thinking that y'all ass know all of the secrets of stuff and behind rituals and stuff. What I'm doing right now, y'all ain't ever knew it. And everything that I've been doing, the results of it, ain't nobody else on earth ever did it. Ever. When you talk about synchronicity, when you talk about decrypting the symbol, see, everybody else will tell you anything else about a square and a compass. I got the truth and can't nobody argue with it. Don't nothing go. Everything else is speculation. The compass, subduing your passions, the square, measuring, you know, at the end of the day, geometry. The G is what they say is in the center. Geometry, God. This still got to deal with God. We didn't talked about Yahweh, all these different names, excuse me, much respect. The tetragrammaton, these different things we have talked about. It's all there. Literally. It's literally all right here. That's the side view. But what I've been drawing out is a big old map of when you get on top, you'll see all is this. See number 8 that you see right there on the left side. Number 8 on the left side is this right here. Literally. Number 8. So what I'm saying is that pyramid that you see right there, this literal pyramid that you see right here, and the pyramid that I'm bound to, that's going to be shaped just like what you see right here that I've drawn out, because this is the only system that you can do this with. This right here, the pyramid, the little bitty one, I mean, that huge pyramid that if we went to, it would be huge to us. That pyramid would fit into one of these squares is what I'm saying to people. That's why this fits, and it would all be pointed to the center. That's what I'm saying. This is a world map. This is an energy grid. What is the ley lines of the flat earth? Like flat earthers talk about ley lines. What's the ley lines of the flat earth? Because I ain't seen one. You mean to tell me them lines coming out like a fishing net? Is the ley lines? Them is not ley lines, partner. Them is not ley lines, bro. Them is not no ley lines. You need to look up what ley lines is. Them is so-called the longitude and latitude on a curved perspective, on a flat, from a flat perspective. Basically, that's all that is, because that's all that the flat earth map is. It's a globe that's flattened out. That's all it is. That's real talk. The flat earth map that y'all have. Now, if the earth is flat, that's what I'm saying. FPV Angel, now people need to look into their work. People don't look enough into their work and give them enough credit and look into, and they way across what, but the way that they work is way better than we work. I can't get fools to work with me for nothing. Niggas act like fools, straight up fools. And here I am with most of it, not most of, I got the most enlightening, I got the newest, I got the most accurate information all right here. And it go with everything that niggas been talking about. It go beyond what any Freemason been talking about. And anybody want to argue with it, bring up the encampment of the 32nd degree. It's right there. That's what that planet is, that planet. I know, and dude, and this is just what I'm telling y'all, that if I was this smart enough, and I've told y'all, if you knew my IQ enough, you wouldn't fuck with me to a degree. I ain't saying I ain't tried to be in that high IQ society and shit like that, but anyway, because it's been a long time since I took it. I was very young. Anyway, I ain't gonna say very young, man, because I'm young now, technically, but I think I was 19. Yeah, 19. I know I wasn't 8. I wasn't 18 because I got my driver's license at 17. And it had been at least 2 years. So I want to say about 19. That's when I took it. I can't remember the score either. But that's what I'm saying. If people only knew, man, what I'm saying right now. Yeah, I'll put it back up here. It's this right here. That pyramid right there. This is a piece of the earth. This is a piece of the earth. Now, if the earth is the universe, which is what the ancients was saying with the whole flat earth aspect, that would mean that this is also the earth is the universe. Okay. So what people saying about 432 hertz is somewhat true as well with the whole universe thing. I mean, or 432 hertz in the earth. If the earth is the universe, it's all coming to loop back together and sync back together. But this is a piece of it. And so that pyramid right there, that's why you see that every one of these pyramids, when you get on top of it, is shaped just like that. It's shaped just it's 45 degrees. If you know, it's always four-sided with an X and another X. Look at the Great Pyramids. It's an X and then another X. It's just got indentation. So they they're showing 45 degrees. And then, like I said about Orion's belt, it's aligned at 45 degrees. It's right there in front of y'all face, bro. I'm telling y'all, y'all just if you denying it, it's something personal. And I don't know what your problem is with me. That's straight up. Don't know what your problem is with me. You can only be hating on a nigga at that point because everything right. That's amazing. That's amazing, bro. It ain't no way around that. That's amazing for stuff to line up like that, bro. You know, I ain't never seen nobody do nothing like that. What's from the side right there, just like a crystal, which is what we with life and a kaleidoscope. When you look into a kaleidoscope, that's literally what you see. That's literally what you see is a crystalline structure. That's what a kaleidoscope is. And they very, very beautiful, man, to look into, especially the motion ones they got here on YouTube with the sound and everything. If you get super high, it's a wrap. It's dope. So I mean, what you see with a crystal, when he's saying when you look through your eye, that's what I'm saying about our vision, man. This is like a crystal. Our eye itself is even somewhat itself like a crystal, but it taps us into being able to view this crystal that we're in. A crystal is what we in. That's why everything is clear, you know. But we see all of these different colors. What we living in is clear, and for whatever you know, what people have to take into consideration was beyond clear. You know, clear is synonymous with purple as well, with the crown chakra aspect, because light. The crown chakra is usually purple or white. It can be simple, and I had that actually white up there at first, but I colored it purple. You know, just to make people happy because they wanted the purple. You know, but yeah, I mean, they mentioned it at least, so I just did it out of my own, you know, satisfaction to make other people happy as well. From the make, from this, for this, from the sake of them mentioning it. Yeah. So I mean, it's just amazing, man. Because I mean, you look at that from the side, and what I'm saying is, when you get on top of that, if you got on top of what you see right there, that's the sun and the moon. Now look at how y'all look at the Mayan cosmos. That's what that is right there. They even got one. They got a tree. So I mean, it's the same exact thing. Except I showed you some truth with the marijuana plant that can't nobody get around. When you look at the marijuana leaves, it's shaped just like it started off as a triangle, and then a pentagon, then a heptagon, a nonagon. You know, not these finger leaves. That's counting with that's counting with frequency, and when it grows into perfect, you know, 45-degree sectors. You know, after it gets a certain age, um, and it's man. I mean, you know, plants will tell you the truth with anything. I've studied them like that. Um, and plants are like an inverted pyramid. That's what they really are like. When you look at certain, well, they start off like that, but when you look at the budding structure, the buds turn into like a pyramid. You know, by the time they're finished, so they make a pyramid. So that's the as above, so below. That's what that's showing with the chakras, energy going up and then the energy going down. The polar opposites of everything is what I'm expressing with this work, and then come from numbers. It come from colors. The colors is color coded. The polar opposites of every color from your. If you're an artist, you ain't even got to be no artist, but basic knowledge is that with the primary colors, you got red, you got blue, and you got yellow. Boom, that's primary. Then from that, beyond that aspect, you got your complementary colors, and that's the complementary colors of those. You got orange for blue, and those are literally the numbers for blue and orange on my work right there. They swap just like the Ouroboros. They literally swap. Okay, for those colors. And this ain't by chance because what? With any type of experimentation, you look into other things. These are all systematically chosen to be put as certain colors for a reason. Mind you, if I switched either one of these colors, it'll mess everything up. So that's why they're showing something extremely special right there. But people looked over that. When I showed people this stuff, when I was on people's panel and stuff like that, I remember niggas being mute when I was bringing up shit. You same niggas gonna be wishing. You same niggas gonna be wishing one day, bro, that y'all open y'all mouth when I'm talking to y'all like I'm talking right now. That's real talk. And I ain't playing with nobody. My shit blow all of this shit that y'all been talking about out the water. That's why everybody running around talking about 45 now, because of me. Whether people know about me or not, it just make it the only glory that y'all got is because y'all get glory out of me being at the bottom and nobody seeing me. Y'all like nobody giving me credit because y'all feel like y'all got power in it. But like I've been telling y'all and being honest with y'all and saying, you ain't got no power over God. And a lot of y'all, you know what's so funny? You think that you are God. So that's why you think you got power over me. But you ain't God. And that's why I'm going to show you that you ain't got power over me. And that's real talk. You ain't God, bro. That's real talk. If you was God, you'll have power over me and your dictation and your hateration, and it would dictate over me having any type of success. I done had a bunch of success so far, partner. And they ain't even done yet. That's the crazy part about it. Once I'm done, y'all don't comprehend, bro. I'm changing the world, literally. I'm not just saying that. I'm literally and it's amazing how a channel who ain't getting no views or nothing, people just mentioning it right now. It's science. People ain't playing no damn crate challenge that look just like what I've been drawing out. And y'all know it. So many people get on and watch these panels and stuff. So many kids probably, watch panels or hear y'all arguing or hear me arguing with other people up on panels or debating, or whatever the case may be. And then seeing me also drunk because I be on there drawing and showcasing my stuff. That's why y'all niggas get mad. Because see, when a chick get up there and she starts to draw her stuff, y'all don't care. Y'all want to, it's good then. Everything good then when the girl drawing it. But then when I'm drawing it, I'm clout chasing. No, y'all hating, bro. That just proves it. And I don't know why y'all choose to hate on me, bro. Like I'm one person. Like I don't try to act like I'm God or nothing. I'm just super and thoroughly connected to it. And I guess a lot of y'all afraid of that because y'all think y'all is God. And that's why y'all gonna learn something through me, bro. Y'all not God, bro. I'm beneath God myself. I don't control that sky, bro, and y'all don't control that sky. It's certain aspects of this nature that you did not create, bro. You here to observe, and that's exactly what you're doing. There's certain questions you just ain't got the answer to. All you can do is make up something in your mind and tell yourself all of the answers is within. Well, get an answer to everything since you know everything. Figure out everything. Do everything, solve the world, change the world tomorrow since you know everything. There's a solid answer because guess what? You can change the world tomorrow with just one correct thought. It's the chosen one is out here. It's always a straight line from A to B. So what's that straight line to changing the world if all of the answers is within and you know everything? Because a lot of y'all like to act like that, bro. Act like y'all, so what's the answer? And do it. Put it to action because that's all that I'm doing. I know my answers. I'm showing the answers to what I'm showing and I'm doing. You see me putting my stuff into action. I don't want to hear nothing from no Negro. I don't want to see no fakeness. I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to work with nobody, nothing like that, because you ain't tried to do nothing like that while I've been doing what I've been doing, nigga. With nobody. I don't want to do nothing with nobody. I've been giving y'all chances, bro. I've been doing some of the greatest stuff, and y'all ain't gave me my respect like I know I should deserve. It ain't about me believing it. It ain't about me feeling nothing. It ain't about no expectation. It's about some, I just witnessed some bullshit. First time, not even the first time, right in front of y'all. You know, with this chick. I'm clout chasing, or or people don't support the same people saying something who will peek at my shit, want to peek at my shit when I'm live, like on just to show us on, show my face, want to pop up as well, you know, to see somebody. Y'all weird, if anything, because y'all think like children, bro. Y'all literally think like kids. If somebody don't show their face, y'all scared. No on the internet, bro. Come on now. Like a lot of y'all literally think like I'm like solid ass kids. Like nigga. I don't even know how to put it. It's ridiculous, bro. And I'm just not one for it. So, you know, you got your little glory right now, bro. but the thing is, you know, what you don't want to talk about and what you ain't popping up for is this real shit that's right in front of your face, bro. But you'll pop up when y'all see and sis, you know, y'all pop up when y'all see somebody else doing something. Or, you know, y'all show love, or y'all you know, do all of this different stuff when somebody else do something. It's all good. It's all fine and dandy. I ain't did shit to anybody. All I do is stay in my lane. All I do is stand my grounds and stay in my lane. Literally. I created what I create. People should not expect me not to stand on and stand for and protect, do what I need to do, copyright. You can't be mad because of that. Knowing niggas and how niggas act. Like I say, niggas don't support me the way that other people outside of my race do, because it ain't just white people. It's other people outside of my race that just happen not to be niggas that support me better. And you can't be mad because I say that. You can't be mad just because I say that. That's the truth. That's what I experience. What you want me to do? Lie? I'm a lie for my people. Is my people doing anything for me? Is they lying for me about something? Because I ain't did shit to anybody. Is anybody lying for me? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. So I ain't gonna lie for nobody else, bro. Fuck all of that dumb ass shit, bro, that y'all running on. Fuck any type of code. Just stupid ass shit, bro. I'm here to change the world and contribute and do the greatest that I can through what I'm doing. And if people can't comprehend the greatness of what I'm showing them right in front of their face and how much I'm affecting the world right in front of their face, bro, you're just gonna be shortcoming yourself. That's all I can say. You're gonna be shortcoming yourself, and people that shortcoming themselves, you know, it's expiration date is, you know, beyond. You know, the expiration date is beyond. I mean, real talk. People have had their time enough to support. You know, you chose not to. You've chosen your fate. You know, because I've supported. That's a fact. You know, I'd be glad to see certain people unsubscribe. That's one thing for sure, bro. I'd be happy about that. Like it, cause that's part of why I don't show my cousin. It'd be like, is niggas gay or something? Like, what? You ain't supporting the information. And then when I show up and show my face or something like that, niggas want to show up. Like, y'all niggas is weird. That's why I don't do certain shit, bro. Y'all niggas is weird, bro. Cause you literally don't know what nobody doing with you literally don't know, bro. I've been around long enough around the internet to where I know that much, bro. Memes don't get made and weird ass shit for nothing, bro. Real shit. It's crazy. So I mean, I just noticed some shit, man. There's a lot of shit, and I just try to stay away from doing certain type of shit, you know, because niggas just weird, bro. All together. That mean weird. Like,
in person.
Yep.
And
you
you
got
pull them fucking
right,
tooth.
yeah.
So you ain't pulling my tooth. So all these
But the
people
more
with
tooth
this
you
book-
pull when somebody let you pull it, though, you become pretty good
Right,
at it.
right.
Yeah.
So all these, they got this book, but they don't understand that it's a cosmological map.
Right, okay.
There ain't no people in there.
Mhm.
Okay.
You know what?
got that many-
And then the funny thing about it, anybody who ever laughs at my face, which if you ask me, I think that I don't have the worst looking face. I don't think that I do. And then as well on beyond that, anybody who ever on the polar opposite end ever try to laugh in my face, call themselves laughing at your boy face. The funny thing about it is mine gonna be known for quite some time. Mine gonna be known like, listen to Saul, oh, we're never gonna survive. That crazy. Listen to that song. Before a fractal on the breaking wall, I see you, my friend. That's me, bro. I'm gonna be known. This face gonna be known, partner. This face gonna be known. Your face is just gonna vanish in the dust, and ain't nobody gonna remember you for nothing that you did. So that's the difference between me and you. Yeah, your family and everything, that's one thing. But if we just gonna, if we gonna be cocky enough to laugh at anybody, I think, anybody face, I'm just gonna could be cocky enough to laugh back at yours and say, yours ain't gonna be remembered for too long. Especially not as long as mine is, for the greatness that I've done. Because this is for humanity. It's something people ain't never known. Once people get, the thing is, I'm revealing that this is a flat earth. I'm saying that I'm not going to be out here outlandish, flat earth this, flat earth that. That run people away. Yeah, certain people going to be questionable, and they're going to be gravitating towards you to try to figure out certain stuff that you saying got to say once you start talking about that. But people seem to be polar opposite and argumentative. Okay, so once I show them something to where they see, okay, this won't work with a globe. This won't, but it's working. But it's proving this, it's proving that, it's lining up with this. Because what they gonna see is we got to do this and that, just like the Egyptians did it. They believed in the flat earth at that time. So we got to set up our models and everything with the celestials. We got to rotate. If we're gonna see how things was lined up back then with the Thuban star, we got to rotate the celestials, you know what I mean, back. They would be able to put it in the computer and rotate it back and base this on my map as well, this energy grid. A lot of y'all don't get that we are, when you type in on Google how old is the earth, it's 4.5 billion years old. 4.5 billion years old. Do you know what that means? That means that if we come back 1,000,000 years from now, which think about that. A lot of us, we can't comprehend 1,000 years. We lucky if we live to see 100 years. So a lot of us can't comprehend 1,000 years. Think about that times 100,000, 1,000,000. Look at that. So, think about that, bro. That is crazy. We can't even comprehend 1,000,000 years. But if you come back here, my point in bringing it up is if you come back here in the fractal essence, it's 4.5 billion years. 1,000,000 years from now, basically what I'm saying is when they ask how old is the earth, 1,000,000 years from now, the earth is 4.5 billion years old. It's gonna be it's the same answer it is now. The same answer then is gonna be the same exact answer that it is right now. That's crazy as hell. And it's 4.5. 4.5. That number is consistent right now for whatever reason. A lot of us don't comprehend that the earth, we lucky 1,000,000 years, bro. A lot of us say, okay, what if this place really ain't, nothing but a few thousand, 100,000 years old? A lot of y'all that said that is woke people. You didn't question that. Maybe it ain't millions of years old, is what y'all say. I don't think that. I think that it is some millions of years old / billions of years myself, because the reason why I say such is because think about how long some crystals have to be around. Diamonds and different stuff have to form under the earth in order for them to, it takes some time. Okay. So in order for something like that to build up, caverns and stuff like that, you got to, that stuff, you can mathematically, you can't just be like, this and that, these dates is fake. Okay, well, since you're showing them fake, I mean, since you are calling them fake, Mr. Flat Earthers, Mr. Question, everything in the world and everything. I'm not talking about him literally, but I'm saying, just people who do that. That's the thing about saying that phrase. Show some evidence yourself of where you're debunking it, where you go out into nature, just like you saying that they should. You go out into nature, you show where mathematically, okay, this so-called fossil or this what you call this what's a piece, something like an icicle from a cavern or something like that from underground, or an actual diamond or some type of jewel or gem from actually harvested from underground that you mined yourself. You show where this can't possibly be a certain amount of years old. um I'm just saying myself, I personally, with their studies as far as how old the earth may be, 4.5 billion years old. It may be, it may not be, but all I do know is one thing is for sure. If their cosmology does stay the same, and because it's all about them, who wins the battle. Y'all with y'all flat earth and what y'all saying about the flat earth, whether y'all win this cosmology battle, and thousands of years from now, they be saying that it's a flat earth, and everything that y'all saying, y'all talking about, it comes out that y'all won the battle. Everybody in the world is going to continue to talk about the flat earth, and that's what they're going to believe in from now on. You got to really think on that level. That's what y'all supposed to be standing for, really, right? So that's what people would be doing thousands of years from now. So it's going to be either or of what I'm saying as far as that polar opposite. The polar opposite of that is thousands of years from now, the elite won the war. And with that case, they're going to be saying and going by their cosmology. That cosmology, if you ask me, based on how and where it's at now, I'm pretty sure it's going to still be saying the same thing, 4.5 billion years old. So that says a lot. That number is so prevalent. It's so prevalent. The aspect of it, 4 sides to each of them, 5 cubes to each side. And they're really not cubes. That's the thing about it. These aren't cubes. That's the things about it. They're octahedrons, something like that. Octahedrons. So yeah, that's the special thing about that. More something like a diamond. It's basically the 4 sides of the pyramid.
I sit back now and they like, man, the Hebrew Israelites, they was black. They ain't people, bro. Right. Check this out. When you look at like, what's my man name? The Ibis. Thor. It's not a real dude, bro. Thor. Yeah. These ain't real people, bro. These are personifications that are telling you a story to allegories. Even Paul said it. Paul was like, hey, bro, I speak to you in allegories. Yeah. If you take that for what it was, hey, bro, you got grown-ass people believing a 99-year-old woman pushed the baby out of her fucking womb. Right. True. When they was telling you that this birth is double consciousness. 9 human consciousness. 9 human consciousness. Yeah.
See what he was just saying? 9 human consciousness, 9 human emphasis on the number 9 human consciousness, 9 human consciousness. Womb. Everybody talk about the womb, flat earth, y'all, the woman, all of this stuff. A lot of y'all just be wanting to hear some shit, man, just because it make y'all feel good, bro. That's all. Y'all don't be here for that real truth, bro. The mathematical, real precise core. Something that proves some shit. Instead of just saying and going outside and looking at something and just saying something, something that actually help these folks, because they want, I would want it too. Shit. It's one thing, but damn, we got to think on a fractal essence, okay, and proof through that, and I've got that, man. I'm telling people that. I'm not just talking like I'm talking for no reason. That's not colored like it's colored for no reason. 8 is just like earth. The word 8, earth, ether. What is the ether supposed to be shaped like? The double, what you call it? Torus. You know what I'm saying? Electromagnetic torus field and stuff like that to begin showing all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? The number 8, double 8. That's all right there, literally. That's literally right there. Bind it together. The Egyptian letter H what they show for the letter H. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people be saying this is that, this and that is fake, this ain't this and that is it. I'm helping with that because the Egyptian letter H is literally like a DNA. That's the DNA symbol. So that's what that is right there. They even have three of them, three loops, and then it's like a little, they leave it open at the bottom. That's what that is right there. The repeat starts at the crown. That's why I stopped it right there. It's all, that's how it's, everything how it's supposed to be, bro. And it just so happens that the crown and the soul slash the root chakra happen to be the same mathematical code. That's linking that that's the Ouroboros right there of the chakras. So when you take the Ouroboros or you take the chakras and what you got right there, what happens when you do an Ouroboros with that basically? When you take the top up there and loop it with the bottom basically, what do you get? You get a rainbow. Y'all better quit playing with me, man. Like I got some real deal science, some real shit that's right there. I done already broke down how the numbers themselves. That's amazing in itself how the numbers already go with what they're supposed to. I put up there the elements right there to show that these are the different sectors of the chakras associated with also the elements of the earth. Water goes up there. You see up here, we call it seeing for a reason. This is the line of vision. This is what we swimming through our reality with. We inside of a sound aquarium. It's hard to say that. Sound aquarium. So we swimming through our reality. We just saying you got, wings and fins and stuff. So I mean, it's right there, bro. I mean, it's so much that's right there, dude. The sound aspect, all of the noble gases up there in this, it's all right there, bro. Air from the lungs and everything. Yeah, that's I just ain't even went into that in so long. I mean, but it go into everything that they're talking about right now. That's what's so crazy about it. Because they going, or what they was talking about.
99 years old.
So Abraham then go into
He may have went in, but he didn't.
See what I'm saying?
wait a minute, Abraham didn't go hit that.
Allegorically, yes.
Allegorically hit.
Allegorically, yes.
Yeah.
See, this
So
one, hold on.
here's the birth.
Okay.
Here's the birth. All right. So as the Kundalini travels up the spine, it hits that pineal gland, which pushes out more light.
Okay.
There's the birth. There's the birth of the 99.
But not
Then
only
you got
that,
the other side.
but
There's the birth of the 99. A lot of people, and then some people will be talking about they keeping secrets and they ain't talking about this. They not teaching the people or nothing like that. Well, what they make this stream for then? Because if they got so many secrets and if they really don't want people to know it, they wouldn't make this stream and put it on YouTube. Freemasons got to get the vax just like us. I'm discounting myself. I'm saying, it's just for the fact of it, but your boy just for the, just for the disclaimer, that shit ain't happening. Anyway, but at the end of the day, these guys right here got to get it just like people, just like us. What makes them? Why do people hate these folks so much when y'all got secrets in y'all own home? You ain't gonna tell everybody shit that you do in your own house. Don't nobody care or want to know what color look. You ain't gonna tell nobody what happened inside of your own house, partner. That's everybody got their own privacy. Just because a group of people who happen to see something, whatever it may be, the same, and amalgamate on that reason or whatever, and keep it secret behind closed doors, whatever it may be. That's them. That's them. Y'all the same niggas who will say if people want to be gay, let them be gay. I ain't even with that gay shit at all but I ain't gonna even get to talking about that because people sensitive about that. But from a realistic perspective, I'm not supportive of mental disorders, I'm just saying, but pushing it, and everything, of course, turns the world into what it is today. And then people wonder why certain stuff is happening, and it's happening because certain stuff gets allowed. We just lose any type of self-control due to pity and horrible stuff. Look, man, these people ain't did nothing bad that I've seen or personally to me. What am I gonna go around saying specifically freak this group of people for? I don't get some of y'all. I'm not gonna do that. And if you want to hate me just because I don't join you and do that, then screw you. Float on. Literally, float on. Real talk. Just rock on, bro. It's just rock on. Because we ain't seeing on the same terms, bro. All I'm doing is drawing and building what I'm supposed to be building, the pyramid that is to be built, because that's the thing. It's to be built here. You best believe it's gonna be built first. It's gonna be built first in some generation first. I know I might not be alive when it gets started, but hey, I already got the architectural blueprint. If they're willing to work at that, it's on. It's on. Literally, your boy changing the world, and it's literally got to be this. It got to be shaped like this, because at the end of the day, what they say, as above, so below. How many pyramids can do that? How many pyramids can do that? It literally, as above, so below. That's right there. There's something called the lost symbol. This is it found. I ain't playing with y'all, bro. This is it found right here. It's all right here, bro. This ain't no game, man. This is the found symbol. This ain't no game, bro. I got this shit on lock to a degree that y'all ain't even comprehending, man. It's on, man. Like I'm
It's nothing we gotta understand when that
boy.
portal open.
Yeah.
Open to receive.
Right.
So speaking from a medical point of view.
That's why you have the two do out. One goes up, one comes down.
Okay, so speaking from a medical point of view. So this is why when a man ejaculates into a woman, let there be light.
Okay.
Okay,
hold on.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
When a man ejaculates into a woman, you should let there be light, right?
Yes.
All right. So this is the proven fact, there is spinal fluid.
CFS.
That's in your ejaculation.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
So this is what paralyzes the person when he's doing the thing.
No doubt.
Because he can't get up and move.
No.
Yeah. My leg gets moved sometimes. You try to get up when you hit that.
It's literally a mini stroke.
Right.
But
check this out. Have you ever seen the process when the sperm actually meets the egg?
Yeah.
There's a blue flash of
light.
Right. And this is why abortion is murder. Because the minute that flash takes place, that's life.
There's life.
Okay.
Yeah. Let there be life. Let there be life is actually what it says.
Okay. Let there be life.
Let there be life.
So this goes back to the initiation of Freemasonry then.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one we just had in the desert.
Right.
Not long ago.
Right.
So when the brothers came up, I ain't gonna say when they came up from, but they bruh, you should have been there. But anyway, it was when they came, bruh, they were literally facing east. They went in, it was dark.
Yeah, right.
When it came up,
it was like,
bruh, the sun was like, it was
they literally came out and said,
when I
went in, it was dark.
Yeah.
And as soon as we let there be light, boom, there was
we
light.
didn't have to clap, stomp, or call thunder. When they came up, bro, it was like, this is like real. And to me, that makes even though we're having this conversation, we're pretty much like all over the map in a sense.
Right.
But when you have conversations like this,
it opens the mind, bro.
It's the
thing. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we don't get to have these kind of conversations regularly. And the average person is a coward when it comes to these kind of conversations. And let's just keep it real. The average person in a job, nobody don't want to lose their job. We all sign agreements, you know what I'm saying, that we're not going to disrespect the company and all this other stuff. And when it comes to religion, a lot of people are scared to go to hell. You know what I'm saying? They're scared of they're scared. But they're scared of eternal damnation. So they don't have the courage to verbally express. Because as a kid, you know, you would get popped in your motherfucking mouth.
But this is the second. But that is the second transcendent. Or is it the first transcendent?
So when we're talking about masonry, and for me, the more I've learned about masonry is an allegory of life and death. Those who know that you die through each step.
You do, right?
That
Life starting off 0, light. You got the light right there. 9, which is the end of something. Projectile motion is what I've been telling y'all and putting y'all onto. I've been telling y'all about projectile motion. When you look at the torus field and the electromagnetic torus field, you know, if you do that in the quadrant and make that 4 ways, you end up with exactly what I've been saying. The torus field, the electromagnetic torus field. Anytime, and then you have something called complementary angles. All of this stuff complement, bro. All of it. I mean, down to the degree measure. It's crazy how much stuff lets you know that what I'm doing is the truth, and y'all just look over it, bro. Y'all just look over it like it's nothing. I'm trying to find this real quick because I had actually made something on it. I ain't gonna be able to find that mug. I gotta use a restroom like a mug too, bro. To be real. Hold on. Oh, I gotta piss. Hoes with the shorts in your head. Alright, your boy's back. Alright, to complete off this video, yeah, had to get that restroom break in, man. That's what I was saying, man. My stuff is literally, I mean, to the T, to the core, man. I mean, never seen anything like it. It's quite amazing, bro. I can't lie. Now the convergence, what I'm realizing about this symbol, the convergence of it, that's what lets me know it's I'm learning something about that. The 3D aspect of it. Is that itself is teaching me a lot about it all together. It truly is.
right?
That is true.
You die
Each degree
with
in Freemasonry,
each step.
you
But
do die.
Because
also,
it's an allegory of reincarnation.
right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Because
Exactly.
when you start getting into, deep metaphysics, we had to travel through levels of existence to get to where we are.
Is this why even in the pyramids we know that there are different levels within the pyramids themselves?
42.
And although
With that question that he just asked, guess who would love to answer it? Brother Sanchez, because he says that. That's exactly what he says. I wonder who will say that I'm lying on him if I just said that, because that's what he says. These different levels of the pyramids. That's what it's symbolizing. As well as what he says about the government, of course, but he says both of them. And so I mean, what I'm getting at is Freemasons is this, Freemasons is that. I just got to a point of where I grew and I stopped talking all of that stuff about him. It gets to a point of where you just like somebody who was in school and you just spreading rumors. You somebody who's spreading a rumor, you just lashing at somebody just to show that you'll go along, get it. See, the go along, get along thing, it goes both ways. You got some people who will just go along just to go along with people who go against Freemasons just to get along with people who go against Freemasons. You literally got people like that. They just want to fit in and fit in with the people who are saying forget Freemasons and stuff like that, because they want to feel like they somebody. They feel like they got some type of power in that, but y'all only cutting y'all self short. They making the moves in the world. Y'all be talking about stuff like that's why they got all of this power and stuff like that, because they understand the aspect of unification. Yeah, because they get where they get because they understand something that you don't. And you know what? I got something that they don't understand, and I'm willing to work with them for it. Work with them for what I need, and for positive purposes only. No negative intent, good intent. If what they say is they here to make this world, to make good men better, my whole thing is let's make the world better. And that's what I do. That's what I stand by. That's what I'm doing. And that's what this whole thing is dedicated towards, is making the world better. And it's literally doing that. And there's no games being played behind it. I mean every last word. I'm not playing. I mean it to the core. I'm not playing. I'm not playing, bro.
we talk about the high priest and all, each one of those
Man, I wish y'all knew how serious I was. I really do.
Yeah. Right. And
I really wish y'all knew how serious I was, but the sad part about it is acting like y'all act, y'all might not even live to see it. You're lucky if you live to see it.
People are not mechanically inclined. You know what I'm saying? And this, which is it's Egyptian, but they will say it's the Psalms.
And another thing is, you lucky if your even grandkids even grow to remember you. Basically, if you ain't doing nothing great, I ain't saying what I'm doing is the greatest thing in the world, but it's something that ain't never been done. That's explaining stuff that people got huge questions about. Answering things that ain't nobody ever been able to answer from both sides of the world. You got the pyramids lining up with Orion's belt on one side of the world with the Fibonacci 45 degrees. And then you got the Nazca lines on the other side. Teotihuacan on the other side. And a guy who I was watching in the video who said that he passed away, he said something about when he went up in the air, he saw the whole earth, and he said it looked like a circuit board. So a circuit board, you can imagine what that looked like. That's a computer board. I just brought up Teotihuacan. There's pictures of where people have put those two side by side and they linked them together, Teotihuacan and their computer board. They look a lot alike because we own something that's much like it. An energy grid, an energy board, yeah, you can wrap a grid around something, but you can't say that you can't. That's what fishnets is. That's exactly what fishnets do to, and if you can do that with just about any shape. But We specifically live on a board, man. On like we draw pictures and stuff, and it's extremely important for people to comprehend that. Real talk.
Whatever. But there's a Bible verse that says, "Raise up a child in the way that he should go, so when he's old, he won't depart from it." Right. Now, the Negro spiritual version of that say that
beat his ass.
Take him to church. They say take him to church, but let's be honest. Your culture is your culture. Right. So whatever you do church-wise, you can do that anyway. That's not what that verse is about. That verse is about my son. He was a musician. Right. Me as a man, as a father, as an overseer, as a protector, it's my job to spot that. And when I spot that he's a musician, okay, a bass costs $1,000. Right. How the fuck can he go the way he's supposed to go if I don't have that? Right. So I gotta go get that. Here you go, son. Okay, he's playing.
And see, that's the thing with me. It wasn't that a lot of people look at it like I'm giving this and I'm giving that. But I was coming up as a child and I was super duper talented. A lot of people seen that, but my parents, I'm not just lashing out on my parents or nothing. My parents never did nothing for me, man. When it comes to my talents, they never did nothing for me. They didn't try to get me in those schools or influence me to get into school when I was younger and stuff like that specifically for my talent. They never even, if I wasn't drawing them, they really didn't talk about my drawing like that. If I wasn't drawing them something, it was other people who edged me on. And that's why it discourages me as well when people don't show love to my talent, because that's something that, man, people want to see me treated like I'm nothing, but I'm not going to give people that. It's people got me screwed up and confused up with somebody who they don't know. And I'm telling you right now, at the end of the day, niggas done had their chance. Bitches done had their chance. It's a Rizzy on the rise. And jealous niggas are despised. Look in my eyes.
Hey, Dad,
story.
You to drive me over here. Let's go. I gotta go
read the story.
Now he's doing what he loves. You know what I mean? And that is my job to keep that fire. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you don't go from it. Right. Because this matrix will take you and you can become a fucking railroad. That's how they say the street will call. The street called you. Right. The street called. Right. And no, the street didn't call me. It was just a black in the house. Right. Nobody made sure. Made sure that he would go the way that he was supposed to go.
Is that why it's important to be the example to your sons, to your daughter?
No, this ain't about being an example. This is about being an overseer. And see, this is a part of manhood we don't talk about. As a man, it's like being a farmer. We look over the corner. It's like, hey, that shit is not growing right over there.
You drive crazy, bro.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? It's the same with our children. Like my grandson, he's a great orator. I already know
grandson.
He's gonna be a wonderful lawyer.
Well, yeah, he got his hair back there, but he don't look like grandson type dude. He don't look that old.
Sure he got books. I make sure he's around people.
He looks like a young nigga that went bald too quick.
Yeah. That's our job. It ain't never meant to, go to church. You're gonna do your culture. Mm-hmm. You're gonna do your culture. It's their bent, which is they call it in the Jewish. Yeah. It's you have to make sure their angle is solidified so they can go on. Right. You see what I'm saying? Because life shouldn't be hard. Yep. And there's no which way you're supposed to go. Amazon should never get you.
Exactly. And this is why there was overseers in slavery.
Because they were making sure that you didn't go the way you were supposed to go.
Okay. All right.
And it's the same in your job. Okay. Yeah. It's the same in your job. The supervisors, they know who is better at their job than them. Yep. You think they're ever gonna get you? No. Yeah.
Sound any type of familiar? I was just saying something like that. That's exactly what I'm saying with y'all ass, bro. Y'all feel like y'all got supervision over me as far as me trying to make it with this whole me getting off of the ground with YouTube and stuff, me and what I work as far as my likes and stuff. Y'all try to deprive me of my likes. You know that if you a motherfucker who come through here and you watching a video and you see somebody doing something amazing, you like the video, you'll like the damn video if you go to anybody else shit, but you choose not to like my shit just because you think that you get some type of glory out of it. I'm telling you right now, everything that he just said pretty much is summing up exactly what I'm saying. Cause I ain't playing, bro. Listen to what he said again. Shit ain't no
Supposed to go.
Okay. All right.
And
Yeah,
it's the
that's
same
why
in your
they
job.
pause on it.
Now, and
You
this
know which way you're supposed
Exactly.
to go. Amazon should never get you.
Exactly. And this is why there was overseers in slavery.
Because they were making
Because they
sure,
were making sure
that
that
you didn't go the way you were supposed to go.
Okay. All right.
And it's the same in your job.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the same in your job. The supervisors, they know who is better at their job than them.
Yep.
You think they're ever gonna get you?
No.
Yeah.
This ain't work. This is polarity.
So,
It works both
right,
ways.
right.
So what you're saying that I should look to move up in the company then?
No. That means that you have to study the trestle board and know who those people
Right,
are
yeah.
and what they about.
The gate. Who
You
you
see
got?
what I'm saying?
I get that.
know who
You
the
got
gatekeepers
who's
are.
moving the pieces.
Right. Who's the gatekeeper?
Because the
Who's
about
opening
the
and
board,
closing
we
the
know
door?
the board.
Yeah.
We gotta know the minds of those people
Right.
and stuff who's moving the pieces.
Yep.
And ultimately, fuck that whole board and go create our own trestle board. Because we get too much. We think about it. If this is my board and I'm moving my pieces, and you come up to me like,
Do y'all know who he talking about? They talking about they self. If they look in the mirror, they literally talking about they self. The overseers, the sages, the 45th degree of Freemasonry is the sublime sage of the mysteries. Look at the 45th degree. Symbol. Look at the primitive right. PR Corey. Primitive right. Primitive right. Primitive right, bro. Bro, this is my work cup, man. Y'all don't need to see that. That's the only thing I don't want to show on camera because that's my go-to, bro. A nigga be on the grind. I be on the grind, boy. I don't be giving a flick. But yeah, primitive right. PR Corey, bro. PR. Look at the logo for primitive right and everything. You're gonna see that it got a NASCAR line type of thing going on there. A 45 degree NASCAR line, 8-point star. Man, it's crazy how many, it's so much in sync. It's crazy.
Hey, bro, why you moving them like that? Get your
Because
motherfucking
it's my
ass
board.
up. It's my board. Fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying? And this is another thing with black people, bro. We think these white people like, dude, we ain't got a lot of black executives.
okay, imagine this our business. We got a big Walmart level shit,
Right.
and some white dudes like, damn, bro, y'all not diversified up there.
Right.
I don't give a fuck, buddy.
Right.
You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Go,
real, though.
Go on.
Yeah.
We go do you.
Do you?
Yeah.
But we still, Master, please.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we got access to $1.7 trillion that we
Collectively.
But
we don't think collectively. Wait, we have to have an understanding.
But no, hold on. We don't think collectively, but the niggas who we trying to get shit from, they see our
Yeah.
collectivity.
Right. Exactly.
They see it.
Okay.
So they didn't, bro. Think I'm like, nah, bro. Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Right. Yeah.
So these people don't have no compassion. We want compassion
Right.
from the people
For
who
people
scared
who
of
are
us.
scared of us.
They're
Yeah.
scared of us.
Yep.
I mean,
That's like
you gotta really think. I want you to imagine this, bro. Most police officers are sports fans. They sports fans. So I want you to imagine, bro, you watch football, you watch Ray Lewis down there knocking nigga neck off his
Right.
head.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You watch the fucking LeBron and all these other dudes, and you know genetically, these the dudes that's walking out on the streets. You see niggas out here, they ain't got no shirt on. They ripped up.
That's right.
And you got little Matt
Right.
from
Yeah.
that program, you know what I'm saying, driving around here. He's scared. So what is he gonna do? He's gonna shoot steroids.
Yeah.
He's gonna do all these things, and now his mind ain't right. And when he jump out on Jamal, he just busted.
He just busted,
Because
right.
he's scared he gonna get that super duper Egyptian strength on his ass.
Is that why when they call the police, it's like, hey, don't show up?
Man,
They
they're scared.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Back in the days, I remember, and this is when I was on some ill shit. We had the police, we knew him. Daryl Strawberry's brother was the police in LA. And he would come through and we would talk to him like, hey, bro, what's up? He's like, hey, y'all need to chill. It's hot over here. You know, it's like, oh, okay. We had a relationship with the
right.
Them niggas wasn't jumping out and fucking us up.
Right.
If they did, it was in response to what we were doing. This is why in the hood, people, if you listen to the way they talk about the police, I'm talking about real people. I ain't talking about people who get caught up in mayhem.
Yeah. Right.
But real people out in the hood, they have a relationship with the police.
Yeah.
And they know that as long as the block ain't hot, the police ain't fucking with you. Now, this shit that's going on now is fear.
Right.
It's fear.
Yeah, they are terrified.
I'm scared. Like, I want to go
Well, he did say he was scared, bro.
Right.
You don't know, I'm scared. I want to go home.
But here's the thing, bro. If you that big of a pussy, you need a new job. And the reason I say, most people would say, oh, you can't see that. You haven't walked in their shoes. Bro, I've been to war a few times. I've witnessed 17, 18, 19-year-old boys walk up on a whole group of Middle Easterners. All of them got an AK-47 on them.
Mm-hmm.
They can't shoot because our rules of engagement say only fire when fired upon.
Right.
These niggas is terrified,
Right.
but they don't shoot. So when I come back here to the States and I see that the police don't have that same restraint,
Right.
they pussies.
Right.
Get the fuck out the job. Go home. Wow. You a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, my fucking cousin shouldn't die because you a bitch.
Okay.
My nephew shouldn't have to worry about driving to the grocery store and getting shot in his chest.
Right.
Because you're scared.
Right.
Get a new job, buddy. Ain't nobody got a problem with the police. We got a problem with pussies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not right, bro. If those teenagers can show restraint, and these dudes can't show restraint for their own neighbors, and then you also got to get back into community policing. If you don't live in that fucking community, you should not be able to police it.
Right, yeah.
Because now think about it. If I pull behind Raheem, I'm gonna pull over. Hey man, wait, you all right?
Right.
Is that,
Yeah.
is that the example we have when we go to our meetings and police is in the parking lot?
Pretty
Be like, hey, what's up, man? Like, hey, everything's good. We walk up to the car.
Well, I think that I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there, man. Let it go ahead and play. Yep. So shout out to those trades people who came through. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I shall see you all next time. Peace. Y'all stay safe.